Hello and welcome to my craft room. My name is Michelle Wells. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator from Tasmania, Australia. Today I'm going to do a little bag that I was inspired by Rhonda Wade here a few years ago. I'm going to make this little bag here, and I thought I'd just redo it again because I quite like it. So I thought I'd revisit this one and use the sunflower, celebrate sunflower with the DSP and the big sunflower and the die and that. So I'll show you what I'll do. I'm gonna get started. So I'm moving my things around. Just double check to make sure that I'm in view. And I haven't got me out. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this stamp up on to a block. So pop them there, and I'll pop my dies over there because I'll use those. I'm going to use I'm using Magenta Madness for my base, and I've got a piece of the DSP from the Celebrate Flowers for Every Season pack. And I've got a piece of Bumblebee, and I've got a piece of Whisper White, and I've got a piece of Just Jade, so I'm not quite sure I'm going to do that. But I'll pop all those aside for a second, and pop those aside. I'm going to work on this piece here first, so I'll grab my scoreboard out, or my cutting tool, and I'm going to pop that into there. I need to open my blade, so I'll move that. So this, because our cardstock here in Australia is like it's already 8 1/4 long, so 8 1/4 this way, because I work in inches, and so I'm going to cut this side to 8 1/4 this side. So I've got 8 1/4 that side, and I should have 8 1/4 that side. So, and I do. So while I've got this piece out here, I will score this. So I'm going to score it at 2 3/4. So where are we? 2 3/4. 2 3/4. So I'm going to pop my cutting blade up there, down there. So I'm going to score it 2 3/4, and then I'm going to score it at 5 1/2. So, and then I'm going to turn it around, and I'm going to repeat that again. So 2 3/4 by 5 1/2. And that will give me, so I'll show you what I'm going to do with that in a minute. So I'll pop that aside. So now I'm going to grab this piece, the spare piece that was left from the what I just cut, and I'm going to cut a 1 inch. So I'm going to cut a 1 inch strip. So actually, yeah, 1 inch strip. Oh, not me. So that's going to be for my handle, and I'll pop that other piece aside. I don't think I need that one just yet, but so that's going to be for my handle. I'll pop that piece up there. If I need it, I'll grab it again. So with my DSP, I'm going to use this side, so work out which way you want to have, it doesn't really matter anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this at 5 1/2, because each little square that I'm going to be using is going to be 2 1/2 inch square. So before I cut that, I'm going to cut this at 5, because I want to use the other little piece that I cut off here. So I've cut that at 5 inches. So this little piece I'm going to keep to go on the inside of the handle. So I'll keep that piece. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this in half at 2.5, and then I'm going to cut them again in half at 2.5. So was that right? Yeah, 2.5, 2.5, and 2.5 is. What have I done wrong there? Okay, it was 2.5. Yep. Don't know what I've done wrong there. Oh yeah, I know what I've done. I was meant to cut the rest of it off the other side. So instead now I've got these little strips. So I've got 4 of those. That's okay. I'm confusing myself. So I should have cut 5 inches up, an inch off each side to make it to 5 what I needed. But it's all good. So long as you've got 4 pieces from that. So if you cut a 5-inch square from that 6-inch, but I just wanted to show you so I could get my little 6-piece, my 1-inch by. So now I'm going to cut this down. You could have cut that off at 3 3/4, but so this piece here I'm going to cut at 3 3/4. So I'm going to cut that. So I'm cutting that little strip off, so I don't need that piece. And this piece here, I just want to make sure that I need to cut this at 7. So I'll go for all those measurements with you, so you're not confused. So this piece here is 8 1/4 by 8 1/4, and you've scored it at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2 on like both sides. So you've scored it and then you've turned it around and scored it again to get your squares. This piece here is 3 3/4 by 6. This piece here is should be 1. This is 1 by 7 inches. So that'll just go on the inside of there. And then you should have 4 2.5-inch squares. So, and I do. But like I said, I'll have all the measurements at the end of the video, so you'll be able to follow along with those. So, alrighty. So I'm going to pop these aside for a minute, so I don't need those just yet. I'm going to grab my white piece here, and I'm going to stamp my sunflower, but I'm going to stamp that in Magenta Madness today. So I'm just going to grab my Magenta Madness, and I'm just going to stamp that up, and I'll get rid of that. And I'm just going to stamp that so I can get those little jiggers that I normally look for. There they are there. So I'm just going to pop that down there, and I'll grab my chamois so I can this is a very strong colour, so I tend to like to clean my my stamp really because I don't want to get that anywhere else. So alright, so I've cleaned that up with my chamois. So now I'll pop that aside. Actually no, I'm gonna grab my my dies. I've lost my dies now. There they are over there. I'm gonna grab this die here. I forgot to grab him out. So I'm gonna use this one here, and I'm going to line it up with those little, if I can get my little notches, remember where my little notches are. So there they are there. So I'm going to run that through my big shot, and it's right beside me, so I don't have to go far. I'll just run that, and I'll cut that shape out. Then I'll cut another of the other ones as well once I've done this. And so I'm just going to run that through. And that's my base there. And then I'm just going to grab the this piece, the bumblebee, and I'm going to run that through, and I'm just going to cut that one. I'll show you. Hopefully I might just run back again just to make sure I've got it all out. Okay. And that just sort of is going to get stuck there. Okay. Alrighty, so now I've got my piece here, and hopefully I've got that. So I'm just going to, you just use your fingers to get all these out. So they come out pretty quick, easy. This is a pretty good die, so, and I'm not really worried about the inside. So there's my pieces there. I'll get rid of these. So now I've got all my pieces there cut out, and I might just try, I'm just going to cut a couple of these pieces here out, and actually I'm just going to have a little play around and see what I like. So I'm going to pop that in there. I'll cut these ones out, and then I'll be right with you. So I'm just having a little bit of a play here. I don't know what I'm going to do with the leaf yet, so whether I decide to keep it or I don't, it's another thing. So I've got my leaf, and so I'll pop them aside. So now I'm going to start doing the box. So I'll assemble the box and show you what we're going to do. So we're going to be cutting away one of the squares to make our folds. So grab my sheet here that gives me the instructions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut down. So I'm going to cut down to that line there. So I'm just cutting down to one of the score lines. Then I'm cutting again on this side and cutting down to that first score line there. Then I'm going to turn it around, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to cut down to that score line, and then I'm going to do the same on this side. So okay. So you should have like that. So that's how it should be looking. So now what we're going to do is we're going to score all these, bring them all up. So and just making sure that they're and then we'll go back the other way and do that middle section as well. So I like to cut them before I. So now what we're going to do is this will all come together like this. So what we're going to do first is we're going to turn it over, and we're going to put DSP on these 4 sections here, because this middle panel is going to be covered. So make sure that's right, because that's going to be our inside. Yep. So now we're going to grab those pieces of DSP that we cut, and I'll grab my glue. And so you can have it whichever way you like it. You can have it going up that way, or you can have it going that way. So I might have mine going up that way. So I'm just going to put a bit of glue on here. And then I'm just going to sit those on those outside panels. So making sure that you put this on the outside of, it doesn't really matter, like as long as you put them on the outside panels and they're going the same way. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pop that one on there. And these are like, these are pretty cute for Christmas, birthdays, like a thank you gift. Make you could do it for any occasion, like make it for a baby shower. Oh, really stuck that one around the wrong way. You can do it for any occasion. Make these for like a bridal shower. Fill it up with little goodies. So completely up to you what you you'd like to do. But I love all sorts of bags and boxes and that, and I haven't made any for a while, so I thought it's coming up to that time of the year where that you can make things for occasions now, like when Christmas is approaching really quickly. So even if like being in isolation, and yeah, so that's what you should have there. Being in isolation, you haven't seen somebody for a while, you can make this up and fill it up with a heap of goodies. So now we'll turn it around the other way. Like I said, yours should look like this now. So you should have your cuts down the center of two sides, and so now, and you should have your DSP on this right side. So now what we're going to do is we're going to bring those two in, so they like, so you bring it in so they cover that. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to bring the first one in, and I'm going to work out what I want to do. Oh, that's right. Yep. So we're going to bring point in on point, so it's going to come in on a point like that. So those ones are going to stick together. So what I might do first is I'm going to stick those on. So what I'm going to do is going to pop a little bit of glue. So I'm just going to put a bit of glue in that corner there, and then I'm going to pop that one up, and that one should, oh, okay, that one should come up to meet it, okay, and it does. Bring him up a little bit, okay. Maybe I should have done those two first. Yep, that's what I'm going to do. So that's all right there. So now I'm going to pop a little bit of glue. So I'm going up there. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue on that side there. And he's going to pop up onto that one there. So that's that side done already. So I'm going to turn it around, and I'm going to make it easier for you this time. So I'm just going to pop these two together. So, and I'm going to pop these two together first. So what am I going to do is I'm just going to put a bit of glue on the outside of this one here. And then I'm going to bring him in up to that one. So, and that one makes it a lot easier now. So, and you haven't glued that one yet. So once there, you've got that glued, then just pop a little bit of glue onto the top of this one here, and then just bring him in. So it's completely up to you where, and there you go, you've got your little box. I might need a little bit more glue in there, so I can hold that one down, but but this one's, I'm not making this one for anybody, so I'm just making a sample one. So I thought, so there you go, you've got your little box all done. So now what we're going to do is you're going to grab your strips, so your little handles, and I'm just going to glue that one on the inside of that one, and I'm going to pop him on to there. Oh, go down a little bit. Okay, so once you've got him on and he's straight, give him a bit of a curl around, and so now we're just going to attach him to the inside. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue on that part, and I'm just going to pop him to there. You could put little brads if you had any. So once you pop that down, turn that one around there, and then once you've done that, put a little bit of glue on this side, and we're going to glue that one on the inside of there. So, and you've got your little box already. So there's your little box already complete. So just like give it a little hold to make sure that there, and if you wanted to, you could have put this little handle inside that other little piece just for a bit more reassurance. So, but like I said, I'm not, this one here is being glued down the same way, and it seems to yeah, and it's still hanging. So, and I've put lots of things in that one. So now I've got that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop my flower. So I'm just going to put a bit of glue around this piece here, get rid of that. It's going to pop a bit of glue around this piece here. Make sure. Then I'm going to find my little three little marks, and there they are there. And I'm just going to pop that onto there, line that up, and then I'm going to press that down. So I decided to do the Magenta and Bumblebee one this time, just to give it a bit more of a bit more of a brightness look. So, and might be not enough colour, but I decided I quite liked it. So I'm going to just glue that to there. So I'm just going to pop a bit of glue onto the front, and I'm just going to pop that down into there. So seem to have a lot of traffic going past my place today. So you could do it any colour you like, but I just thought I'd and that's that piece there. And then I thought I might pop these on, and I'm thinking about whether I want to have a little leaf or whether I just want to have, so I don't know. I don't think I need a leaf on there, so I was just playing around with that anyway. But there you go, that is a cute little box. So using like I said, the Celebrate Sunflower Sunflowers bundle. So, but yeah, so you could probably pop a little bit of bling in there. I'll see what bling I've got, whether I've got something that's big enough to go in the center of that. And I don't quite have anything to go in the center, so I won't worry about putting any bling, but you could probably cut out another little piece of this. Actually, I'll cut out a little piece of this, and I'll see how that'll go on the inside. So I'll grab some of my I'm actually going to grab a bit of this rainbow glimmer and see if I can't cut a little piece with that and see what that looks like. So I'm just going to run that through my big shot. So, and we'll just see how that turns out. So I'll cut him out. Okay. I'm just cut a little piece out with the glimmer, and I'm just going to pop that on the center and just see how that turns out. So might turn out all right, or it might not, but there you go. So that's with the little little glimmer bit in the middle. So there you go. Alrighty, I had fun doing that one. So if you like that, please give me the thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel so you can see a lot more videos in the future. So, but alrighty then, thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you all have a good day. Bye for now.